Hello everyone, it is January 9th, 2023, so it's my first video of the year. It's actually not freezing cold in St. Louis, so it's, thought I'd get the bike out. It's like 55 degrees, I think it's supposed to get up to 60 today. But I thought I'd get the bike out, just do another tour of my hometown with good audio this time. I rewatched my first video riding around here and the audio was horrible, so I thought I'd redo it. After this I'm gonna stop at my mom's for a bit. So what's been going on? See, it's about 3 months since my last video. Let's see, I got my gender marker changed on my license. I was able to get that done. My endocrinologist signed the papers and took it to the DMV, and it was a lot simpler than I expected. So I'm really glad I got that done. Let's see, what else? Nothing super different hormone-wise. Yeah, I'm not seeing any more obvious changes just because I'm getting further along in it. I have definitely noticed my strength is going down. I was trying to do something at work that before it would have been hard, but I would have been able to do it. This time there's no way I had the upper body strength to get it done. I had to pull a foam cone over a plaster model to make a definitive, or make a protective device for a new amputee, and stretching that foam out over the model felt nearly impossible. I got it most of the way there. The little bit at the end that didn't fully conform, it would have been filled up with a distal end pad, so it didn't really matter. But I definitely got to start doing things differently. Actually, I'll go this way first. I've got to figure out how to do things differently because I can't rely on brute strength anymore. There's Main Street. There's stoplight. My brother's talked about that place all the time. I think I've been there maybe once in my life, or once that I can vaguely remember. What else? I think for this video I'm going to try and cut out the pauses when I'm trying to think of what to talk about, because even just editing this and rewatching it, it's annoying even to me. So I'll probably do that. What else? There have been some things that has been happening with family, or not happening, that's been super frustrating. There's some people who are flat out rejecting who I am now and holding on to who they think I was, who I was pretty much repressing myself to be, because everyone thought I should be that, and actually for a time I did too. I didn't think I had a choice, but now that I'm starting to be my true self and asking people to see my true self, they're flat out refusing. So I don't know what to do about that. I'm just kind of ignoring the situation now. If they don't want to hear about this, then they don't need to hear from me. So I guess the biggest thing is I'm planning on going further in my transition this year. That is probably going to be super stressful, and it's going to be hard, but it's going to be totally worth it in my eyes. I started making calls, emails, inquiring about bottom surgery. The other night I was just imagining what 2 or 3 year younger me would have thought if I was actually taking steps to pursue this. And it's not really sure how to explain it. Back then, it seemed like a fantasy, not really a fantasy, but being able to do it seemed like a fantasy. But now, with my transition, now that I have an ongoing relationship with my endocrinologist who works at a transgender center in Washington University, who can get me in touch with people who can help with this process, it's starting to feel like a reality. And that's kind of both exciting and terrifying. But right now, I want this more than anything. I'm dedicating all of my effort and resources this year to get into there. Oh yeah, it's a weekday. I forgot kids would actually be here. This is my elementary school. I went here from, I think, kindergarten to not kindergarten. I was here for 2 or 3 years. Crystal City Elementary. There's a public library. Yeah, this is where I spent my elementary school years, this area. One of the things that's been hitting me lately is I kind of feel like I'm having a midlife crisis on top of going through transition. So it's they're kind of feeding off each other and compounding each other, because I'm imagining not only being younger and being able to live my childhood again, but imagining being able to live it if I had been born a girl. And that really hits hard, because I missed out on all the experiences I would have wanted to have. Stuff like having slumber parties, with my friends, doing each other's hair and nails and makeup and stuff like that. I wish I would have been able to have experience like that. Else. Okay, now that I plan on cutting these videos apart, or cutting out the pauses, I'm going to be able to give it more time as to what I want to think about. Pretty much with the whole surgery aspect, I don't really care what people think. It's not for them. This is just for me. And I think besides this instance of talking about it, I'm not really talking about it on social media, at least until it's done, because it's fairly early in the process, and I don't know how long it's going to take or when it's going to happen. So I just got a message this morning from the coordinator at the transgender center at WashU. They said they can't schedule a consult right now because their urology department is short on staff, and she said she can refer me to other people, which I asked for all the referrals I can get, because I need to talk to someone specifically, because I don't know what the process is. I need to know who to see first, what papers to get, what all the prerequisites are. But I think I need like 1 or 2 papers from a mental health care specialist, and and then I need to go through hair removal, which that honestly sounds equally as unpleasant as the surgery itself after getting my facial hair lasered off. But I know there are some procedures that don't require hair removal, or at least some surgeons don't require it. I think I missed that road. I missed Darby Lane. I don't remember it being this far. Oh well, I'll go back out to the main road and I'll go to some other places. I think 2 weekends ago I had, or was it this past weekend? I don't know, my memory is horrible. I had our family holiday get together with my mom, brother, sister-in-law, and niece. That was good. That was the first time in person that my mom used she and her for me, and that felt amazing. I think my brother asked why we had two shrimp wheels, and my mom's like, "Oh, Alex got that. She didn't know I already had one," which that in itself felt like a gift that day. If you're watching this, thanks, Mom. That meant a lot. Overall, that night went good. My mom gave me a cute sweater and a necklace and earrings, which I haven't taken out since. I've been wearing the real earrings and the necklace ever since. Really happy to get gifts like that versus like generic gifts that have nothing to do with, well, I guess jewelry doesn't really have anything to do with my gender, but oh well. I've been on vacation, or I am on vacation this week. It's only Tuesday. Oh shit, red light, or stop sign. But last weekend I completely reorganized my room and rearranged things, get rid of a bunch of crap that I don't need. I still have a ton of stuff. See, yesterday I walked for a few miles at a park and then went home to relax. Today I'm doing this video. I'm going to stop at my mom's later. I'm going to talk about my plans for transition, which I'm not sure how that's going to go, but Mom's been great about this stuff. She's been accepting, so I'm thinking that'll go okay. I could have gone, but oh well. I was gonna go down to my dad's and possibly go to Arkansas to see family on Christmas, but I texted my dad earlier, or the couple days before, and in my eyes it didn't go well, so I went to my best friend's family's Christmas party, which was fun. I should have made a list of stuff to talk about, like I did last video. Lately I've been working on my voice more. I'm trying to work on getting it more consistently like this, and getting better at emoting more and having more inflection. When I talk, I re-watched my first video I made and it's like, oh my god, I hate my voice, it's so monotonous. So I'm hoping this is better. there's a bunch of videos, channels on YouTube of voice training for trans people, and those, especially this one recent one I found by Trans Voice Lessons, that explain things in a different way, and that helped a bit better. It helped more than a lot of the other ones. There's Pogolino's. Been going to that pizza place all my life. There's Main Street. Just really hoping things can get scheduled for surgery, even just the pre-op consults with everyone, because I still need to see multiple people to get all the letters signed off on, and to get ready for surgery, which can have multi-year long waiting times. Especially with the political climate in the country lately, I want to get this done while I can, because who knows what they're going to try and ban in the way of trans health care. And there's 1 or 2 states, I think, that are now trying to ban stuff for adults. And before they were only talking about protecting children, like minors, and now they're going after older and older people, and that pisses me off so damn much. I knew it was going to happen, but it still pisses me off. Ooh, buddy, hold on. I want to get better at not having these long pauses, just because I'm trying to sort through the things in my brain and figure out what to talk about, what people find interesting, what's irrelevant, and stuff like that. Right at the end, I used to live there for a while. I think I was around 10 or 11 or so when I lived there. Friend used to live at the end right there. I used to walk along those train tracks all the time. I had another friend that lived down this road. One of the things I've noticed lately is my face is definitely starting to change. I think I'm actually quite close to being in the androgynous range. I think a lot of it is, a lot of the reason I think that is because I'm being called sir less and occasionally being called ma'am. I don't know if that's just because people are clocking me and they can tell I'm trans and probably don't go by he or him. One of the funny things, a couple of weeks ago, I was at a gas station getting some snacks, and I was waiting in line, and there was like 4 or 5 people in front of me. Every time they were done, the clerk said, "Have a nice day, sir," or "Have a nice day, ma'am." And when he got to me and I checked out and all that, he was like, "Have a nice day." So that was funny. That felt good. That just, I'm like a WTF to people sometimes. Yeah, this is the right way, I think. I hope. Not sure. But yeah, lately I've definitely been feeling my emotions more and feeling more connected to them, which feels amazing. Before I kind of felt cut off by them, but I kind of felt, I guess it was kind of like the internalized societal norms for boys and men. emotions and being more emotional and stuff like that. But lately I've been feeling it and showing it a lot more. Lately I've been freaking crying at the drop of a hat, especially when watching anime series or movies or reading books. One of the times that happened that I didn't expect, I think I went the wrong way, was I was listening to the radio on the way to work in the morning, and they had a memorial to one of the recent school shootings, and they were talking about the kids, and I wasn't expecting it to happen, but like 5 minutes into it, my eyes were flowing real bad. It hurt so much to listen to all that. So my empathy levels have been pushed up to like 11 now compared to before. And that by itself, before I wouldn't have had that reaction. I still would have been like, God, that sucks. How can anyone do that? But now it's like when I hear the parents talking about their kids that they lost, I can actually feel their pain. Like even right now, just talking about it, my eyes are tearing up just a bit. But finally being able to actually feel that empathy, it may sound weird, but I finally actually feel like a person now who can relate to people. And I think being able to finally do that makes me feel closer to friends and family. And I have no idea where I'm going now. I'm going out parallel to A. I'm not sure where this will let me out. I thought this went by the other elementary school I went to, but I guess not. I probably should have taken a left at that last turn. Oh well. Right now this is just to kill time. I'm gonna go over to my mom's in a bit. After this, I'll make one more stop in town, and then I'll wrap up on the way there. Wrap this video up on the way there. So with how my face is changing, how my body is changing, before I even thought about actually transitioning, I never thought I would be able to look even just androgynous, let alone have a feminine look where people would read me as a woman. But not even 9 months into hormones, and I think I'm pretty close to an androgynous look, especially with my hair. I'm growing my hair out. It's filling in a lot. I'm definitely liking my body a lot more. I definitely have an obvious chest now, which has been that way for a while, but I don't need any extra padding or a padded bra to feel good about it. Which, knowing that this body I see and I'm in is mine, with that respect at least, it feels really good. But with all the other changes that are happening, the changes I cannot take care of without surgery are becoming more and more uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm way out here, damn. So my dysphoria over certain parts of my body has been growing, just because my comfort with the rest of my body is growing, and it's kind of my discomfort over a certain part of my body is kind of proportional, like inversely proportional to my comfort with the rest of my body. The more I like the rest of my body, the more I dislike the parts I can't change on my own. Or I can't change with just hormones. So lately, especially, I'm starting to see surgery as a necessity for my transition. Not because anyone else says I should do that if I'm trans, but because that's something I want and I feel like I need. So hopefully that's going to happen soon. It's going to, god damn, I came way the hell out here. That's Pete right there, shit. The surgery's waking up from the surgery itself and recovery is going to suck from what I hear. I'm going to be in bed for like 2 weeks. I'm going to be out of work for at least 5. And I won't be able to lift anything heavy for longer than that. So even then, when I get back to work, it's going to be hard to do things. I haven't yet told my boss about it, about possibly getting surgery, because I want to wait until things actually start getting scheduled. So I'm going to start saving up all of the money I can. I got my tax refund coming, well, not yet, but with my tax refund and my bonus this spring, I'm going to put all of that to paying off the bills I have, and then saving up for however much it's going to cost, however much surgery is going to cost, and to have something while I recover, because I won't be working. From what I can tell, my insurance will pay for most of it, if not all, which I'm really relieved about. I haven't got a clear answer yet, but I'm really hoping that I'm actually going to be able to afford it. So yeah, that's most of the stuff that's been going on in my life recently. What else? One of the things that's been a little frustrating lately is that even though I'm losing strength, and seemingly that would mean I'm losing muscle mass, I haven't been losing any weight. I don't think I've been really gaining any fat, because actually my stomach and sides have actually been thinning out a little bit. But I may just be gaining fat in other places that's not super obvious yet. I'm definitely getting some curves in the hip area, but barely. There it is. I went there for 6th grade, I think. No, actually I didn't go there. My brothers went there for junior high. Yeah, I went to a different one. I went to the elementary school down the road when they were going here. Oh, scrape. There's my elementary school. I think there's Festus High School down there. remember when apparently there was a few bus routes that kids would get on to the more outlying areas, the further out from in the district. We'd meet up in the cafeteria right there at the end of the day. Buses R, U, and M, those three buses, we would catch those separate from all the other buses, all the other kids. Why does something sound weird? I don't know. Getting weird noises from that front wheel ever since well, not ever since but after I replaced the front tire. I don't know. Everything looks fine. I don't know. Axle's still there, so I don't know. Yeah, I need to clean my windscreen. Hopefully you're still recording. Yep, okay. So yeah, hopefully my voice has been more consistent lately. I watched the previous video I did, I think it was October, and the beginning started out good, but in the end, I kind of let myself revert back to my old voice. So hopefully I'm more consistent. From what I've read and what people have said, it just takes a ton of time and practice to get it right. And I don't think I've actually started working on having a distinctly feminine voice, but I'm just working on how I talk. And even with how it is now, I'm a lot more comfortable with my voice, so I'm a lot more likely to use it. So hopefully that's one of the things that just keeps progressing and getting better. You know, one time, this might have been like 6 or 7 months ago, I was going through the drive-thru at McDonald's, and when I got to the second window, it's just like, here's your food. I look at it, it's like, no, she was like, here's your food, have a nice day, ma'am. And I look in the bag, it's like, this isn't my food. And I tried to, I don't think I was thinking about it at the time to work on my voice, but I was trying to do a less masculine voice. And then she just comes right back and says, oh, sorry, sir, here, what's that? What's your order? I'll take that, I'll fix that. So that kind of sucked, but oh well. One of the things I'm still working on is building up the confidence to correct people. Like if they call me sir, I'm still not comfortable enough to say, actually it's ma'am, or it's not sir. I haven't actually done that yet. It's kind of frustrating because the past 3 times I've been to the dentist, they've been using he and him for me, and I just can't get myself to say anything, especially after like 3 appointments. I don't know, it's just something I need to work on, to build up more confidence to do. The VFW, I used to climb all over that jet when I was a kid before they fenced it in. This was a really good day to do this. I'm glad I decided to make a video to even just get the bike out. England Drive. It was right there. I used to live there. right then is one of the first time I lived there. That was one of the first times I had any inklings about my gender, that it might be different than how I was born. I don't know where I got it from. I think it might have been my mom's, but I found an old black wig in the basement, and for like a week I was wearing that all around the house. And my brother and his friend were outside right in front of the door, and I ran past the door on the inside, and my brother's friend saw me. He's like, "Oh, is that your sister?" And I heard that, and I was like, wow, that feels really good to hear that. I'm not sure if I had a feeling of like a thought of like that's how it should be, but I definitely had a holy crap, that feels good feeling. Then my brother replied, "No, that's my brother." And that was kind of a letdown. I think I might have been like 7 or so, something around then. Remember one thing I used to do that I loved doing when I was around 10, no, this was when I was still in preschool. My mom and I we'd paint our nails together. And one morning when I was in preschool, I just went there in the early morning, and then I went to kindergarten from there. I caught the bus from there. I forgot that I still had painted nails on. There's a hospital I was born in right there. It used to be Jefferson Memorial. I forget what it is now, but that's where I was born. But yeah, I had forgotten my nails were painted, and by the time when we got into the parking lot for the preschool, I noticed my nails and I freaked out because I thought I was going to get teased for it, for a boy having painted nails. And I freaked right the hell out, and my mom scraped my nails off with a key or something. For a while, I'll drive by my old preschool, which is surprisingly still there after nearly 35 years. It's right by my aunt's old place. After that, I'll go to my mom's and have an awkward conversation about the future. Hopefully that goes well. I don't really plan on making a huge announcement about it or something, about possible surgery or anything, because really no one really needs to know that. Of course, I'm talking about it now in a video that I plan on posting, but it's not going to be a huge thing I talk about online, because for the most part it's no one's business, and I have a feeling a lot of people don't want to know about that. But I felt like I should at least tell my mom, because I kind of feel like it'd be a little rude to not tell her I'm having major surgery. So my dad has kind of made it clear that he doesn't accept this and he doesn't want to talk about it, so he doesn't need to know about it. So you're trying to figure out what to do for the rest of the week. I'm going over to my friends tomorrow to hang out. We might go to a couple of malls, even though I'm pretty much broke for this week. Still, go walk around. I've got a new skirt that I want to try out in public. So that'll be fun. That's the one frustrating thing about my job, is I can't wear stuff that's I'm limited in what I can wear just because I would ruin the clothes in a day if they were nicer clothes. So lately, if I'm like doing something after work, I'll take some clothes with me and I'll change right before I leave. I was kind of wondering what the people around where I work think when they see me coming out of the back of the building to my car in a skirt with my hair made up and my makeup. Oh well, don't really care what they think. It's one of the things that's kind of changed recently is just I don't care what random people think when they look. Well, I kind of sort of do, I guess, but I wasn't a nervous wreck like I was the first time I like went out with any type of feminine presentation in public. Like the first several times I went out with breast forms in my bra, I wore hoodies and stuff to make it less obvious, but still kind of sort of obvious. Now that I actually have breasts of my own, I love having tight shirts and stuff. It's just amusing of the change and what I'm comfortable with. Where was it? There's the preschool I went to. Right about here, roughly 32 years ago, I was sitting in the car freaking out because I had painted nails I didn't want anyone else to see. There's my aunt's old house, the green one. I remember when we'd come over, there's a metal scrapyard in the back. I could watch the cranes picking up metal with the magnetic pickups. That was fun. Well, I think that's about it. Go a couple of miles up the road to my mom's. Hopefully this video wasn't too boring. I'm trying to keep the pauses to a minimum, but they're obviously still there, which is frustrating. But at least to me, my voice has sounded a lot better this video and more consistent from beginning to end. So I'm happy about that. I hate turning left on roads like this, especially when there's no merge lane. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, next year I was really hoping to get a Honda 2018 or newer Honda Super Cub, but since I've decided I have other plans, that's going to have to wait for a year or two, which sucks because I'd love to have one of those. Having a bigger bike like this is fun, but having a tiny bike, there's something different about it. It's fun in its own way. I kind of miss having my scooter for that reason. But there's a YouTube channel on, I watch that. He does road trips with his Super Cub. He even pulls a trailer with it for like multi-state cross-country trips. So I want to do something like that. Be fun to plan a trip. It's like that, like multi-day trip. Especially when those little things get over 100 miles to the gallon. So hopefully within, I don't know, it's kind of hard to schedule things because I have no idea when surgery might actually happen. I kind of doubt it's going to be this year. It could be early next year, or it could be 3 years from now, which really sucks, but oh well. If I have to wait for it, I'll wait for it. But at some point I want to get a Super Cub. I think that's about it, I guess. There's probably other things I didn't think about to bring up that happened in the past few months, but I can't remember them at the moment, so oh well. I don't know what the weather's going to be like for February or March, so I have no idea when I'm going to be making another video. So I want to try and get out riding as much as I can again, because I miss riding. So thanks for watching.